Hey you, yeah you who clicked on this video. Thanks for giving our channel a shot. And if you will, please do us the honor of watching the video all the way through. Appreciate it. Now onto the video.
Yo, so this news is wild. So what if I told you that there was a fully completed, edited, mastered, everything, completed 10 episode anime about Alien versus Predator from 20th Century Fox, and Disney shelved it, completely shelved it after they acquired 20th Century Fox? Would you believe me? Let's get into it. So this news is coming by way of Bounding into Comics, and here's the story. Again, I can barely believe this as a Aliens and Predator fan since I was but a wee lad. I can tell you that I would have killed to see an Alien versus Predator anime. Just that, I don't know why that just sounds so perfect together. That's peanut butter and jelly right there. And yet we were robbed. So let's get into it. So, during a fairly recent episode of the Perfect Organism Alien Saga podcast, 20th Century Fox's former licensing director Josh Izzo talked about the Alien vs. Predator anime series, reportedly canned by Disney. In this podcast, he's talking about just basically the timeline of how this went down, that basically Prometheus had already come out, but the Prometheus sequel had not dropped yet at the time. And that there was, even though technically people consider Prometheus to be a prequel to Aliens, at that time it was seen as kind of like an unofficial prequel. So there was plenty of room to kind of play with that idea and the whole nine. And so with that being said, there was nobody at Fox that apparently was completely in charge of the Alien franchise. Like, it just wasn't a thing. And so this gentleman, Mr. Izzo, he, basically was that guy. Like, he was the one that was supposed to keep the canon straight between Alien, between Predator, and between Alien versus Predator. And this is before like all the nonsense movies that came out, like the last Predator movie. God, I barely even remember the subtitle for it. It was so god awful. This is the one about the little the autistic boy and Predator, and oh god, or Alien Covenant hadn't come out. So it was just, this was ripe for basically really building upon the Alien and Predator franchise. And he talks about the idea that because this was now his role, like, he was really like amped up, and they, and the Fox people, even though they were kind of wary about Alien versus Predator, especially at the time, because the previous Alien versus Predator movie kind of got some mixed reviews and really just mixed reception, he was able to push it through. But then it basically got delayed, and that was because Ridley Scott came back on, Shane Black came back on Predator, and so this delayed the project. Well, they have everybody set up. They even have Shinji Aramaki basically doing the design and the direction for this anime, and he also corroborates the story. So this isn't just Cap. Like, he corroborates the story on his I think on a panel where he's basically like saying, yo, like, no, this happened, this is a thing, like, this was completed almost 7 years ago, we did this thing and it never came out. And that's the crazy part to me, is like if you look at his Twitter account, he's telling you, he's like, it was completed almost 7 years ago, and unfortunately I don't know why they didn't release it. So Disney is literally just sitting on this dream project that Aliens and Predators fan alike would just love to see, and nobody even knew about it until these two gentlemen actually had something to say. And that's just killing me, because like, neither one of them has revealed what the plot was going to be about, like what the whole premise was, but we know that it exists, and that's just got me speculating, like, yo, like, I want to see this. And I know if you're an Alien fan or a Predator fan, you want to see this too. Like, what do we have to do? Like, do we need to get on Twitter? Do we need to like start like spamming Bob Iger? Do we need to start sending them stuff? Like, how do we get this released? It doesn't hurt Disney to do that. It doesn't hurt anybody. It's not like they're really doing anything with Alien. And if they are, they're probably going to screw it up anyway, because Disney's involved, and that's just what they do. So, I mean, I really want to know what this was about. Like this project, the idea that it even existed is what's killing me. Like the creators would love people to see it, I'm sure. You know, they didn't just do all their work for practice, you know what I mean? So I really want to know what this was about. I'd really love to see it. And I just love to see what they were able to come up with. Because I mean, remember, if this came out if this was basically done 7 years ago, that put it like 2016, 2017. So the chances of it being lame or being like super woke or just all the things is probably slim to none. So it probably was like banging, and that's probably why Disney didn't put it out. They probably didn't put it out because it didn't fit their current agenda, not gonna help the ESG score out, so why put it out? But I'm saying, if we can get enough people together, if we can sound the alarm on this, maybe we can get Disney to put it out. What do you guys think? Would you like to see an Alien versus Predator anime? Is that something you're interested in? Or do you think that Disney was right to shelve it and kind of move on with what they were doing? Sound off in the comment section below, and we'll see you on the next one. 8-Bit Heroes out. Peace!
If you'd like to get a shout out on the channel, then hit that like button, maybe share it with a couple of friends, and do us the biggest honor of all, and subscribe to the channel so you can join the 8-Bit Heroes family. And while you're at it, hit that bell icon so you can be notified when our new videos come out.